Libra, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify. Just wanted to let you guys know that I am doing personal readings now. If you are interested in a personal reading, please email me and I'll let you know the details. All right, so Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay, Libra, 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 Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see what's going on for you. So you start off the card with fellow travelers. Support is all around you. So yep, definitely. You have a lot of support from your friends, your families, whoever you're in with. And you have a lot of support from them. So always know that you're also definitely supported by the divine. You're very blessed. Everybody's giving you support to do your next plan, next thing. So it's nice. I like that. Then you have overcoming the obstacles. You can overcome anything, definitely. If you're going through something right now, which all of us are going through a healing, going through a huge transformation, just know that you will overcome everything. You are very strong, resilient. Libra, you can handle anything that comes your way. Good for you. Overcoming obstacles. Let me see if I can put that there. Let's see. Right there. Okay. Just didn't want to move this. Okay. Okay, it's good. All right, so Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra spirit. Libra, Libra, Libra. One for the current. This is for Libra, for their highest good. Spirit. One for the situation. One for what the past or now. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for the what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. All right. Oh, I just dropped one of my rings. That's crazy. All right. For the outcome is this one. And for the... Okay, hold on, you guys. Wow, okay. All right, so Libra, you start off with the World card, which is a really good card to start off with. There's a new cycle here. There is a new beginning, and it was coming in already. It's coming in. You're moving forward, so it's good. There's a new cycle coming in, definitely. The world is turning, new chapter, whatever you want to call it. There's something new coming in. You do have the Eight of Pentacles here. You could be leaving a career. You could be leaving your job. You could also be leaving, or there could be some kind of frustration there around it. We'll see more with the cards. You do have the Eight of Wands here for the past or now. I do believe it's now. Things are going to start moving very quick. There's going to be unexpected messages coming through. I do feel like there's unexpected change also. Wow. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're very independent. You know how to make things happen. You're an entrepreneur. You just know how to make things go forward. I feel like you need to trust yourself more though, and work on yourself more. And that's just more like eating better, feeling so that you could feel better, clearing your energy, stuff like that. Trusting your decisions, using your intuition. You do have the Chariot card for the hopes and fears. You just want to move forward from everything that's been going on. With the Chariot card here, I feel like for some of you guys, you could also be moving from resident to resident. You have the Emperor here for what you need to do now, and you need to stand strong and be ready for anything that comes your way. You are your own. You want that stability. You want that strong foundation, but it comes down to you being who you are. The real you. You being able to handle anything that comes your way. So then you have for what you need to work on. You do have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands talking about You know, she's very strong-willed. You know, she doesn't let anybody get in her way, and neither should you. Neither should you, Libra. You know, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It's you. You're living your life. You know, be the person who you are. Okay, be assertive. Keep pushing forward. Like, don't give up. You know, and don't let nobody steal your light. You know, I feel like you're. You know, you look at everybody around you, and it's like you have to be like that person. And I feel like you need to stop doing that. The Ace of Swords is here for the outcome, and you still need to speak your truth about something. There's something here about you seeing the truth, speaking your truth, being truthful to yourself, being honest. Oh, okay. Getting a lot of messages for that. Okay. And then for the end of the card, the tarot card, at the end of the deck, you did get the Devil card. So really leave those old patterns behind. Really leave them behind. The habits, the patterns. You know, you continue to do the same thing over and over, and you need to really try to stop that. Could also be feeling like you're stuck somewhere. I feel like also too for some of you guys that you feel like, you know, you're stuck, like you can't do anything else but what you're doing. You know, so wow. All right, so let's see, Libra, what's going on with you. Take what resonates with you and really leave the rest. And like I said, you know, if it doesn't resonate with you and it wasn't meant for you, so you need to leave it. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that they're saying that, well, nothing was in here. Well, if it was nothing in here for you, then it wasn't meant for you. It's okay. So, but it could be the slightest little thing, so just know that. All right, so here we go. Libra, let's see what's going on in your reading. Why is the World card here for Libra? Why is the World card here for Libra? One more card. Oh. Wow. Okay. So you do have the Queen of Cups and you have the King of Wands with the World card. So there is a new cycle coming in. Something fresh is starting. So get ready. So be ready. Okay. The world is turning. You know, this is another chapter to start using it better. I feel like you need to really start taking care of yourself better. You know, you could be loving when you want to, you can be compassionate when you want to, but you neglect yourself a lot, and you need to start taking care of yourself. Okay, emotionally, I feel like it's very emotionally that you need to take care of yourself, and especially, and also physically, eat better, sleep better, whatever you need to do to change your to change the ways that you feel. You know, because I feel like mentally you're like you know, you're happy, you seem happy, but you're like very disappointed in the inside for some reason. So really try to take care of yourself better. Okay, really try to take care of yourself. The first thing is that you really need to start taking care of you. You do have the Queen of Cups here, so she's also asking you to use your intuition. You know, trust your intuition, trust your knowledge, trust your inner power that you have. You have the King of Wands here, and the King of Wands, you know, he's an entrepreneur. Doesn't let nobody hold him back, and he shouldn't. You know, the King of Wands, you know, he knows how to handle things, and so do you. You know, keep going towards success. You know, keep going forward to what you want to accomplish. Start putting things in order. Also, like really start handling every situation that you're going through. You know, stop ignoring it and just deal with it. Start dealing with things like that. This is the King of Wands. He doesn't let anything, you know, just stay there. He goes and takes care of it because he knows he has to. You know, there could also be a new experience coming through. I also feel like you just need to go with everything coming in, you know, and stop hesitating with all this change, you know, because there is a lot of change here that's coming through. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. And why is the Eight of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. You're very tired. You've been working hard. You know, you've been working hard trying to reach that material success. You know, you continuously work and work and work. And, you know, you have to go do this and you have to go do that. Are you in the right frame of mind, Libra? Are you like overworked? Are you tired? Because it shows here that you are. Really take care of yourself, okay? This lady, she's tired. You put these two cards together, you know, you're extremely exhausted. You know, I know you want to reach that material success. I know you want that, all that good stuff. You got to pay the bills, right? And we all do, definitely. But you all got to make time for yourself. and really, really rest. Okay. It's that time where you need to, because everything's going to start moving quickly. So it's going to get there. You also have the high priestess here, and the high priestess is talking about, using your inner power, your inner knowing. You know when it's time to stop. You know when it's time to start resting and start taking care of yourself. Stop neglecting yourself, because you already know that it's time, that you're doing way too much. Okay, so really take that in hand. You do have the Eight of Wands here for the past or now, and I do believe it's now. Things are going to start shifting very soon, very fast. There's going to be messages coming through, unexpected messages, and sudden changes that you didn't expect. So get ready. Okay, you're definitely trying to move forward, and you will move forward, because I see it here. There's a lot of moving forward cards here, so it's good, really nice. You have the Nine of Pentacles here, and why is the Nine of Pentacles here for what's hidden? Nice, that is nice. So you do have the World card again, so definitely, you guys, this is good. With the Nine of Pentacles, like I said, you're very independent. You know how to create your own world. You know how to make that money. You always have, and you always do. Continue to work on yourself. Like, really, really take time for yourself. Okay, take time for yourself, and I can't stress that out there because they keep pushing me to do it. Tell you, trust yourself. Okay, live in the moment, enjoy the moment, enjoy all your accomplishments, be content with what you have right now, because this is what you have. You created the world that you live in. You're the one that made this money, or you bought this vehicle, or you brought this house, or you living in this house and making it full of love, or you're enjoying you brought the new vehicle for your significant other. Who knows what you're doing, but you did it. You achieved more what you wanted, and you're here and you've done it. So be grateful, be content, because you have that Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups shows up, says that you've accomplished a lot. You're moving forward. You're not staying back no more. You're not letting these little things come to you and keep you back and hold you back. The regret, the anger. You're trying to let it go, and you're working on yourself, and it's very good, very, very good. I also feel like there could be some kind of blessing coming in for you. I also feel like you have the World card again, so this is your new beginning. This is like, hey, you're moving forward and nothing's stopping you. So it's beautiful. I love this. This is good, Libra. We need this. We definitely need this. And I feel like you completed a cycle, because you're trying to work a lot on yourself. But now it's time to take care of yourself, okay? Mentally and physically. Really start taking care of yourself. Rest when you need to, especially your mind. You have a lot on your mind. And, go within, listen to high vibrational music, sleep a little bit later when you can, or take cat naps, whatever it is, Also, a quick note here. When you come home from work, you pick up a lot of energy when you're at work. You pick up the negative energy, you pick up the happy energy, you pick up energy from people you'd never seen, and a really good way to rise your energy, to clear your energy when you come home and not bring it home, is to get in the shower. To clear, or in the pool, or get in the rain, whatever, whatever it is. Water clears your energy. Have you ever felt that, how you're exhausted and you feel tired, and then all of a sudden you go take a hot shower, and man, you feel good. You feel like, wow, I feel so good. I don't feel dirty no more, right? You don't, because you took off all that negative energy. All that energy that you pick up from people all over you, it's a good tip to remember, okay? So remember that. Just wanted to put it out there. I don't know why Spirit wants me to do it, so I did. Okay, so here we have the Chariot card here. The Chariot is in the my goodness, this is the oh my gosh, I forgot this one. Okay, it's oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, well, let's clarify the Chariot. Oh, the hopes and fears. Sorry. Sorry about that. One more card. All right. So, wow, this is nice. Okay, so You just want to move forward. You really do. Also, too, a lot of you guys want to move residence. You feel like it's already, you just like want something different. You want to move, well, definitely you're going to be moving forward. I feel like you're moving forward, and a lot of you guys are moving forward, moving. And I feel a lot of you guys are also going to be traveling also. Just really, just keep pushing forward, okay? Because there is success here. With the Hermit card, you're very strong, very strong-willed, very knowledgeable also, take the time to really, to see everything, to take it in, to see the truth in everything that you're doing, because the Hermit card, he's about, calming the mind, taking away the clutter, having peace in your heart and peace in your mind, so that you won't be distracted from anything else. Okay. And that's what they want. And you also want this abundance to come in. You want this whatever it is to come in, prosperity. You want maybe you're feeling like you're not going to have enough, I feel like something is coming in for you. I feel like something, you could be giving some kind of money. Somebody could be giving you some kind of money, or you could be giving somebody some money also. But I feel like it's more coming towards you. Wow, nice. But you're definitely moving forward. So just keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, because you are definitely working on yourself. Really take care of yourself. You have the Emperor here, and why is the Emperor here? Wow. All right. So, something has come to an end. Okay. You do have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords, you see her. She's full of the swords, she's bleeding out. It's been painful, she's like, it's done, it's over with, Yes, there's something here that has come to an end, especially now, because we're at an eclipse, a Pisces eclipse, and right now as we speak, we're going through it. So that brings endings. So that way we can have new beginnings. So you're on your way on it. But there is something here that's going to end, okay? It could be painful, it could be a grief, it could be a relationship, could even be a career. But there's something definitely. For some of you, it's a relationship. Some kind of relationship is coming to an end, because you also have the Lover's card here. And when we get the Lover's card, definitely, it shows two people and they're in love, But I feel like with the card, that ending card, I feel like some kind of relationship has come to an end. So be prepared for that. I also feel like you could be making a decision about your relationship with someone. And I also feel that you're going to be able to handle it, because you have the Emperor card here. When the Emperor shows up, he knows how to handle anything. He's very smart. He's very strong-willed. He knows what to do, and you're ready for anything, even if it's this. Okay, so remember that. Also, too, like I said, it could be a decision that you're making for something that's coming, something that's around you or you're involved with, that's coming to an end, a very strong ending. So be prepared. And I also feel like a lot of you guys that if you're not in a relationship, I feel like it's like not all relationships are going to come to an end. I just feel like some of you guys are just looking at that. And I also feel for everybody else, for everyone, that something is going to come to an end. Whether it's an obstacle, a relationship, a career, there's something here that is going to end very soon. So just be ready. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anything, okay? Then you have the Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? One more card. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so you do have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands, she's very strong-willed, She doesn't let anybody put her down. She doesn't let anybody pull her down either, She doesn't care about what other people think. She just knows that she's got to do what she has to do to be in the light. And that's you, Don't let nobody steal your light. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something when you clearly know that you can, okay? Find your courage, your confidence to prove them that, I can do whatever I want to. I don't need your permission. I don't need your guidance. I don't need anything like that. You be you. Be your own person. You know what I'm saying? Really be like that. Don't rush into things either, because you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands says there's changes here. Changes are coming through. So just know that, okay? And you're definitely moving towards happiness. You want this. This is something that you've been wanting, You just want to be happy. You want to move forward from everything that's been happening, and you just want to be happy. And that's what's something that you need to work on. But really work on being yourself, and not letting anybody take your light, and being strong-willed, and not rushing into anything. Try not to rush into anything. And even though it feels like so good, the changes are coming, everything looks good, don't try to take your time with everything, okay? Because the Knight of Wands, it's about, yeah, like, I'm ready, I want this, but you got to take it easy, okay? Really look at everything, and you definitely are moving towards happiness. And then you have the Ace of Swords here. And why is the Ace of Swords? One more card. Oh, wow. All right. So there could be some kind of truth that you still need to speak about. Also, you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to understand a lot of things that have been happening in your life and why they have been happening. I feel like there's breakthroughs coming through also. And I feel like this is a new beginning. Use this new cycle to do something different, to create something that you want, because it's here. This is the time that they're saying, hey, you're going to overcome all these obstacles, and you're going further. You're going to have a lot of support from your friends and your family if you only would create something and look up and see that there are so many people that are have your back. Okay. Like I said, don't let anybody steal your light. Stop caring about what anybody thinks. See the truth in everything. Okay. And if it doesn't come out of that person's mouth, and you don't see it come out of somebody's mouth, then don't take it. Don't take any gossip or anything like that. Really, just don't take anything. See the truth, you guys. Really see the truth in everything that you're doing, because you just never know. Never know. Okay, the nicest person could be the one that's fooling you. Okay, so that's what they're asking me to tell you. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is saying that you're trying to juggle everything at once. Really start taking it easy. Stop trying to do everything. You're not you're not made out of steel. You're not RoboCop. Really take it easy. Start taking it easy. I do feel like there is opportunities here for you. I do feel like there's traveling here. I feel like you just need patience with everything. But really start taking care of yourself, because that is the biggest thing here, that you need to start taking care of yourself, because you're on this new journey now. Things are pushing forward. So really start taking care of yourself. All right, so Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.